Hello, hello, hello. Today is Wednesday, July the 29th, 2020. It's warm in here. Okay, yesterday I read a story called I don't like to read. A book that really mostly took place at school. His teacher, Mr. McCarthy, really tried to get him to read and try to assess where he was at with reading. Today's story is also about school. A lot of it takes place at school. A lot of it takes place at home as well. This story is called Peanut Butter and Homework Sandwiches. Peanut butter and homework sandwiches? What do you do when the dog really does eat your homework? Oh boy, this story is by Lisa Brody Cook. The illustrator is Jack E. Davis. Let's get into it. Let's get after it. Peanut butter and homework sandwiches. Here we go. Okay, he's enjoying a nicely created peanut butter and jelly sandwich there. It was Monday, and all Martin McGregor wanted to do was go to school. Mr. Elliot was the coolest teacher ever, and this was the day he was going to bring his pet, Harriet the tarantula. All right, so he's excited to get there and see that big spider. But when Martin burst into class, he was surprised to see a tall lady with orange hair piled on top of her head. "My name is Mrs. Payne. Mr. Elliot will be out of school for a while." Martin McGregor learned two things at school that day. One was that Mr. Elliot had broken an arm mountain climbing. Sounds like a very adventurous person. And the other was Mrs. Payne loved to give mountains of homework. I don't really love to give homework when I teach. But it is important to do some work at home, but not that much. But Mrs. Payne disagrees. After school, Martin McGregor sat down to do his homework. Just as he worked the last problem, he spied the jar of peanut butter on the kitchen counter. "Sadie, I need some brain food," he said. "Peanut butter is not brain food, buddy. Get a carrot, get an apple, get an orange. Maybe get a nut. One nut, not peanut butter." Okay. Martin slopped the peanut butter on one slice of bread and dripped a mountain of jelly on the other. The peanut butter and jelly oozed out the sides as Martin took a big bite. I like that word, ooze. Ooze. It oozed out the sides. Splat! Martin's paper was covered with peanut butter and jelly. Oh, great. Martin got up to get a paper towel, but before he could clean up the mess, Sadie was doing it for him. "Sadie, you didn't just eat the peanut butter, you ate the whole paper," yelled Martin. "This gives new meaning to 'the dog ate my homework.' What will Mrs. Payne think?" Oh boy, you're in trouble now, buddy. Also, you got to clean up his poop later on. That poop is not going to be a lovely dog poop. That's going to be a stinky, gross dog poop. It's going to ooze. I'm going to stop there. Yeah. On Tuesday morning, when Martin tried to tell Mrs. Payne that his dog really and truly ate his homework, she did not believe him. Martin McGregor had to redo his homework and miss playing kickball at recess. Martin learned one more thing about Mrs. Payne that day. There were absolutely no excuses for no homework. She's not going to buy it. She's like, no, I don't believe me. I don't believe you. You still got to do it. All right. When Martin got home from school, his mother said, "I'm washing jeans, Martin. Throw in the ones you are wearing." Martin dropped his jeans into the washer and watched the water swish around the clothes, then headed upstairs to start his homework. Sadie followed close behind, hoping for more peanut butter. Martin McGregor reached into his pocket for the spelling paper. My homework!" yelled Martin as he raced back downstairs to the washer. It was too late. The spin cycle had begun, and Martin McGregor's homework was faded beyond recognition. So it was in his pocket, in his jeans, and now it's in the washing machine. Martin McGregor learned on Wednesday that Mrs. Payne didn't like stiff and bleached out homework. He had to miss kickball again and write over and over, "I will do my homework neatly. I will do my homework neatly." Like that. Hopefully a little neater than this. "Mr. Elliot would never make me do this," Martin mumbled under his breath. Oh, there you see his writing the words over and over again. There you see his friends playing kickball. Oh, he's got to be more responsible. Thursday morning was a little crazy in the McGregor house. It was the first day of preschool for Martin's little sister. Whoa, she is excited. Wow. She was so excited that she practically bounced right out of her chair and didn't touch her eggs. She insisted on a backpack just like her big brothers. Oh, that's nice. His mom dropped off Martin first. He grabbed his backpack out of the van and raced into the room to give Mrs. Payne his homework. Mrs. Payne, I have my homework today, Martin said excitedly. He opened his backpack. Martin McGregor couldn't believe his eyes. The backpack had no homework. Instead, he saw the yellow hair of Miss Nettie, his sister's favorite doll. Got the wrong backpack. Oh, man. Mrs. Payne's not going to be happy about that, buddy. Looky, looky, Martin brought his dolly, cried Samuel Hall. Look at this kid. Oof. Bully. Bully written all over his face. Chubby face. Looky, looky, Martin brought his dolly, cried Samuel Hall. He grabbed Miss Nettie and started to throw her around. Martin McGregor tried desperately to catch Miss Nettie, but he was unsuccessful. Mrs. Payne was successful. She grabbed Miss Nettie in midair and marched Martin and Samuel to the principal's office. Probably Martin to talk about his homework thing, but the other kid, Samuel, talk about his bullying. Don't be a rude person, pal. Look at his, I hate this kid. I don't hate him. Hate's a strong word. I don't like this kid, though. Martin McGregor missed recess again. Worst of all, he had to sit next to Samuel Hall, the taker of everyone's dessert at lunch for the rest of the week. Man, somebody's got to check this kid. Look at all the desserts he got. He just bullying kids out of desserts? I bet he gets in trouble a lot. I think that's what Lisa Brody Cook is telling me by putting him in there. So that's his punishment. And look at that lovely fish, a whole fish for cafeteria lunch. Okay, all right, if you say so. That evening, Martin's dad stopped by his room. How's the homework going, son? Martin sighed and plopped his head down on the dictionary. Why can't you give us something interesting for homework? This is boring. After you finish, why not think of your own homework, his dad said. What do you want to learn about? You can research it on the computer. Martin got a fabulous idea. He spent the rest of the evening on his homework. Harriet made the perfect subject. Harriet the spider. Remember, you want to learn about spiders at the beginning. Martin made a book of tarantula facts. He filled his wall with pictures of tarantulas. He made a tarantula out of clay and pipe cleaners. And Martin even turned Sadie into a tarantula by adding extra legs to her with her dad's black socks. I don't know how he did that. Did he glue them on? I don't know. At dinner, he even made one out of his chicken and noodles. So here we go. His dad said, why don't you do something you're interested in? Do something you're interested in. Maybe then you'll like homework. And so he decided to learn all about spiders. He knows a lot about spiders now. Friday morning, Martin wasn't taking any chances. He held his stack of definitions all the way to school. As he approached the building, a sudden gust of wind sent the papers flying. No matter how fast Martin ran, the papers blew faster. He caught one, then another, but the last two did loopy-loops in the sky before landing on the roof of the school. Can't get him now, Martin. Martin McGregor had to redo the 2 lost pages of definitions, and he had to look up 10 extra words. He learned homework on the roof didn't count, according to Mrs. Payne. So, nope, she's not going to accept that excuse either, but he got some of it turned in, so that's something. Look at this cute little ladybug. Where's he been the whole time? The next week, Martin McGregor dragged himself into the classroom. He had put his homework carefully in his backpack, but he worried something would go wrong and Mrs. Payne would be unhappy with him. When he got to the classroom, he couldn't believe his eyes. There was Mr. Elliott's pet tarantula, Harriet. And look, she's waving at him. Oh, that's pretty cool. So I wonder where that bully kid is, if he's going to like the spider. They don't show him. Martin McGregor saw a smiling Mr. Elliott. Good to be back. How did last week go, Martin? Asked Mr. Elliott. Martin McGregor was speechless. He didn't have anything to say. I'd rather not talk about it. At the end of the day, Mr. Elliott said, class, I have your homework assignment. The room was filled with groans. Mr. Elliott continued, I want you to find out everything you can about tarantulas. Whoever finds the most facts can feed Harriet next week and keep her for the weekend. The room was filled with cheers. That's a cool thing of homework. Find some facts about tarantulas. Whatever you want. Go research. Go do some research. and he came back to school with a hurt arm, but he's like, hey, I'm going to have some good homework for you guys. Martin McGregor grinned and thought, I wonder how my mom and sister will feel about a weekend guest. So Martin McGregor's pretty confident because he already knows about those facts, remember? He did his homework before when his dad said, do your own homework, something that you're interested in. And of course, he was interested in all this tarantula stuff, so he already knows all these facts. Maybe he just get a few more, but he's in good shape to bring that tarantula home for the weekend. Not to my house. Don't you be coming with no tarantula to my house, Martin McGregor. No. Today's story was peanut butter and homework sandwiches. I hope you enjoyed it. Goodbye.